All the scores, all the highlights, all the fans. This is Friday Night Football on NBC 25.
Good evening and welcome to a special playoff edition of Friday Night Football. I am your host, Corey Kopic, and we have quite a show for you tonight. The weather is colder, the crowds are larger, and the stakes are higher in the playoffs, but no game held more intrigue than tonight's game of the week as 6-3 Montrose got a rematch with 9-0 Beecher. These two teams met 2 weeks ago with Beecher coming away with a 19-14 win, but the Buccaneers will be the first to tell you that nothing was easy that night. The Rams, meanwhile, finished the season 2 games behind Beecher in the GAC Red standings, but statistics can be misleading. These two teams were very evenly matched. The players knew it, the fans knew it, the coaches knew it, and tonight it was win or go home. If you're watching this show, you know how abysmal the weather was, but now imagine trying to play football in this. Don't tell the Buccaneers, however, how hard it is to play in bad weather. They don't want to hear it. It's in the first quarter, Romello Cooper makes the corner, and he has all kinds of running room up the left sidelines. It's 7-0 Beecher. The Beecher defense showed up in a big way tonight, too. Montrose's Alex Alasovich tries to find some running room up the middle, but it's nothing doing as he is met by a host of would-be tacklers. The Rams would be forced to punt on the return. Beecher's Malik Ellison makes a couple of subtle moves, then one big one as he spins out of a tackle. Ellison sets the Buccaneers offense up inside the Montrose 30-yard line. Later in the drive, Marcus Wright turns and hands it to Cooper, who covers it up with 2 hands, puts his head down and picks up a first down. The Bucs would cap off the drive as the big fullback Edward Gaines powers his way into the end zone for the score. That would put Beecher up 14-0, and they would go on to win the game 21-13. Goodrich was at Swan Valley tonight. A little less weather up there. We'll join this game with 5 minutes left in the first half. Vikings up 29-7. Nathan Ellis lobs it to Eric Hildebrand, who takes it up the field 25 yards until he's dragged down by Alexis Chrysler. After a turnover, Vikings get the ball. Alex Grace powers through the middle of the Goodrich defense, and he's going to go all the way for a Viking touchdown that gives the Vikings a 35-7 lead. Later in the quarter, Hart Thomas tries to make the corner, but he is going to get met by an entire gang of Vikings. This is the way Swan Valley likes to do it. 3 hats on the tackler, on the ball. It's what take to the air. Ellis rolls to his left, throws back across his body, and he gets picked off by Isaiah Burden. Swan Valley wins easily, 42-14. We're going to take you to the frozen tundra of Frankenmuth. Frankenmuth led Ovid Elsie 20-0 towards the end of the third quarter. Quarterback Jack Taggart hands off to Jack Vietengruber, and he lands in the end zone for the touchdown. 2-point conversion makes it 28-0 Frankenmuth, but not before Ovid Elsie tries the hook and ladder on third down. Quarterback Keegan Sutliff passes to Brandon Mizell, who tosses it to Devin Kelly, but that wasn't going to be good enough. Frankenmuth blanks Ovid Elsie 36-0. Lapeer hosting Romeo, looking to keep their unbeaten season alive. We're in the first quarter. Romeo driving. They decide to go to the air. Lucas Shimon looking downfield for an open receiver. Instead, Cole Burgess comes up with a pick for the Lightning. They can't capitalize, and guys, man, that's got to be cold right there. Later in the first, 2nd and 6 for Lapeer. Brant Beck gets outside and rumbles 26 yards for the score. It's 7-0 Lightning. Here we go, second quarter. Bulldogs deep in their own end, looking to keep it on the ground, but the weather, causes the fumble. Lapeer recovers it, and on the ensuing drive, 4th and short for Lapeer, Drew Rubik up the gut for the first down. The Lightning have new life, but they would have to settle for a field goal. That a 10-0 lead at half. Lapeer goes on to win 23-15. Other scores to tell you about from around the region now. Kingston over Owendale, Gagetown 44-8. John Glenn's season is over. They fall to Petoskey 42-7. Harbor Beach all over Parkway Christian 61-0. And Clare defeats Essexville Garber 32-21. Other scores to tell you about now. Bad Axe gets thumped by Ithaca 55-0. Cass City and Marlette play a close game. Cass City wins 14-8. Michigan Lutheran Seminary over Manton 27-14. And let me see, I've got a score here from the Elkton Pigeon Bayport 18, Sandusky nothing. We're going to take a break now, but we're not done yet. Carman Ainsworth was in action tonight against Okemos. Traverse City Central was trying to upset Midland Dow. And New Lothrop just completed their 4th consecutive undefeated regular season. Could they keep it going? I'll tell you after the break.
Hey, we're the Old Marauders, and you're watching Friday Night Football on NBC 25.
Hello Hello, Midland Dow. Welcome back, everyone. One of the best football programs in the state resides a few miles west of Flint in a town called New Lothrop. The Hornets just finished their 4th consecutive undefeated regular season, and tonight they were looking to make a statement in their first-round matchup with Rochester Hills Lutheran Northwest. Let's go No Huddle. And oh, did the Hornets bring the wood tonight? We're going to pick this up. Third quarter, quarterback Ben Murin bobbles the snap, but he keeps his head, sprints around the right end. Murin picks up 32 yards before he's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 2 plays later, Caleb Simons is going to stroll into the end zone virtually untouched here. New Lothrop hammers Lutheran Northwestern 55-0. Traverse at Midland Dow. We're going to start this game off with the scoreless Trojans attempting to bring down the Chargers. Alec Marty pitches right to Caleb Richard, who front flips over the Trojan defender, just short of a first down after Midland Dow gets the lead the first quarter. The Trojans kick off. Ethan Campbell dodges a mob of Charger defenders. Dow would go on to win this game easily, 35-0. Meanwhile, St. Charles was at Millington. Millington led towards the end of the first quarter, 16-0. Chase Maxson returns the kick from the 10-yard line. Maxson sidesteps one tackle, swats away another tackler, and then here we go. Chase is sprinting for the end zone, but he gets pushed out of bounds at the 20-yard line by Trey Williams. Third down, Caleb Washer can't find anyone open. He gets brought down by John Lockridge. A second quarter now, and Millington's ensuing drive. Washer hands off to Maxson, who dives into the end zone for the touchdown. It's 23-7 Cardinals. St. Charles would come fighting back, though. Quarterback Brendan Neiman hands to Williams, who takes it to the house, as the kids like to say. Millington still leads 23-13. St. Charles would fake the PAT. Kyle Heffrich has his pass picked off by Jesse Peterson. Millington advances to the next round of the playoffs. They win 46-32. Carman Ainsworth was hosting Okemos tonight. We're going to pick this one up in the third quarter. It's 20-0 Cavaliers, and they're moving. Caleb Ruffin off and running. He picks up the first down and then some. The Cavs keep the drive alive. Fourth quarter, same drive. Nate Williams will get in from 3 yards out. The Cavs lead 27-0. They play the winner of Lansing Everett Flushing next week. Other scores to tell you about now. Mason over Linden, 28-13. Peck has no problem with Weberville. They win 68-8. Danville over Atherton, 51-17. And Freeland beats Montcalm 44-16. We're going to check out our top plays of the night now, starting with number 3. First quarter, Romeo driving. They decide to go to the air. Lucas Shimon looking downfield for an open receiver. Instead, Cole Burgess comes up with the interception for the Lightning. Lapeer wins. St. Charles and Millington. Millington's Chase Maxson on the kick return. Sidesteps one tackle, swats away another one, and Chase is looking for big points here, but he's going to get pushed out of bounds. No big deal, though. Millington beats St. Charles. And our top play of the night comes to us from Montrose and Beecher. The Buccaneers' Romello Cooper makes the corner. He has all kinds of running room up the left sidelines. Cooper's touchdown made it 7-0, but they would hold on for the 21-13 win. That's going to do it for us tonight. Be sure to join us tomorrow night. We'll bring you highlights from more high school football playoffs and Michigan and Indiana. Have a good night.